Fellas, welcome to another stream. We're back. Better than ever. Let's bring it. Let's bring it, guys. Hey, look at what's happening. I told you guys, like, it chop, but it's starting to move down lower. Starting to push down lower towards this lows now. I think we can find an entry very soon. Look for a retracement into this consolidation, and we can have something here. All right? Trades into that a little bit. I think we can catch something here. Not a trade, maybe an STD. I'm kidding. Anyways. What's up, fellas? I gotta fix my cam. Oh, no, I don't. I can just actually go. You entered short? Nice. Backed out mid-trade. It's all good, brother. Journal it. What'd I have for lunch? Hard-boiled eggs. This is what we're looking for, chat. This is the trade we want to see. 26.75. Nine contracts. That's all I ate. Yes, eggs. That's what I always do. Hard-boiled eggs. How many contracts would you go in at? Depending on your stop loss size. Contract sizes change and vary. We might not even go up there. We might just get an IOFED entry instead, and I will be totally okay with that. It'll be on a smaller time, smaller stop loss and everything, but that will be fine as well. But what we want to do is wait for a price action to trade into this 5-minute fair value gap. If it doesn't want to do that, if it's just going to accumulate and expand and then reaccumulate but not go back up here, we will find an IOFED entry. But we are very bearish to the downside, and that is what I'm looking for. FOMO should have got in. Don't think that way. Please. Please don't think that way. Patience, guys. Patience is everything that you need in trading. It's ripping lower. There's FOMO all in the markets, but guess what? We can rip it. Once we get the confirmation, we'll stop looking for that fill, and we will start looking for institutional order flow entry drill, which is now confirmed. Looks like it wants to continue down lower. So what we're going to be doing, whoops. What's this? Oh, cool. Like some new thing, new interface. Institutional order flow entry drill. Fair value gap. High at the fair value gap. Stop high at the fair value gap. Take profit all the way down to midnight open. 5R, that's what we're going to be looking for now. 18 positions. Okay, 500 divided by 18 divided by 2. So what we're going to be doing is doing a 500 to 250 risk on the PM stream, and that is it. After that, we close out for the day. That'd be 13 contracts if we get a fill here, but I'll round it down to 12 because I'm going to wait for a reaction. Not in a trade yet. Oh, doesn't look like he wants to fill us, baby. It's okay. It's a-okay. Look at that 2-minute reaction though. Maybe, maybe no. Maybe fill, maybe no. Just don't chase. All right, don't chase. Then you don't get a fill at all and you lose. Then you just lose. That's what chasing does, is just make you lose. Maybe 2 p.m. Maybe. I think that we can get an IOFED. I think it's going to the target now, but we still got a lot of room to midnight open, even to our target down here. So I'm not worried at all. I am anticipating price action will still be clean with some IOFED. As you can see right here, price action is starting to turn back up. We could potentially be getting into a trade here. I need to make sure Tradeovate is open. It's not open. Uh-oh. Tradeovate. Oh, come on. on. Log in. 12 contracts. Getting ready to sell off. There's a little bit of a volume imbalance there, so we could even get into the trade there. But I am bearish, baby bearish. Look at that daily candle. That is bearish. I'm anticipating that we're going to reverse the daily candle. Like, look at that. We traded all the way up there. We're going to sell off. Okay, we can get into a trade at any point now. That trade needs to factor in the whole fair value gap. But we're going to get into a trade here. Once it trades below that previous candle, open right here is our fill. Just need to see a little bit of bearishness. Getting ready to sell though. Just want to see it start disrespecting this up close candle and wanting to make it push past mean threshold. So ideally we should wait for price. Yep. Just want to see a better, little deeper push, and then we're in the trade. Starting the trade off early. Just started stream. Let's test this one out, baby. Order filled. Candle should rip lower. What platform are you using, Skill? If it's Project X, and it's probably down again. So what can happen in this trade and still be okay? It can trade back up, and as long as it respects consequent encroachment. Yeah, it should push down here. It's IO Fed. 3-minute fair value gap. Shouldn't break it. See? Should push down from this level. Let's stay on the 3-minute. It's a little bit cleaner. Why am I getting so many notifications, bro? Beautiful reaction on that 3-minute fair value gap. Beautiful. Today's a rough day, so if you survive, give a pat on yourself on the back, fellas. Today is a rough day, but survive. How much we're down? So far, we're down 2 trades, so 1,000 something. Just a little over 1,000, which is a-okay according to our risk management. 1 second, guys. I'm getting an insane amount of DMs. Like, what is going on right now? Why am I getting so many DMs? Am I getting like botted? Beautiful reaction on that 3-minute fair value gap. Like what? Best day for me, long the Dow. I didn't even look at the Dow. What's the Dow doing? So you can see ES is a little bit delayed, but I haven't even seen the Dow. Oh my gosh. Yo, what? Answer? How much you down on the month? I'm not down on the month. We started out the month with a banger trade, so I'm just a little bit in profit on the month so far. Actually, no, I should be break even. But we only took in 2 trades on the month so far. Wow, that's insane. That is actually wild. Wow. Ew, terrible reaction on that. Should push down from this level. If this the last chance on this being a winning trade is the last leg of manipulation. And that's that. Other than that, definitely want to be careful. What a terrible day today. Yeah. One more trade for the day. One of those days, chat. One contract still open. Who, for me? All my contracts are closed. They want to start the year like this. We started the year really good on the 2nd, but today is a tough day. Today is a tough day, that's for sure. Look at this thing. Just been very high it's just called high resistance liquidity run. Order filled. I love that sound. I love the order filled sound. Like ASMR. Hold on. Could be AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. No, the profile is bearish. The intermediate time frame profile is bearish. The intermediate time frame profile is bearish for me. Just an ugly day. And if that new week opening gap is still unfilled, and it should draw to that. Yeah, it wasn't on my Apex accounts, I know. If you're talking about overall, but if you're talking on my Apex accounts, then yeah, this is my first day of the year. It wasn't paper, guys. It was on my XFA on Top Step. I want to hit that opening gap tomorrow. I want this trade. We could potentially still go there today. OTE. I mean, yeah, consolidation, expansion, retracement, expansion. I mean, the OTE level would be this 5-minute fair value gap, though, not to wherever it is right now. Bro, I can't read your message out loud, brother. Appreciate it. What does your funding next code do? So you get 20% added to your payout. If you get a $1,000 payout, they give you an extra $200. But right now they have a crazy account, like I forgot what the account is. It's basically like they have the best and easiest accounts. They don't really do discounts. They just do promos. You know what I mean? What's legit? What firm are you talking about, Mario? Down for the day? No. No. We have one last trade before we hit circuit breakers. One last trade before we hit circuit breakers, chat. But an ugly day overall, and that is for sure. I mean, the distribution to the downside is a little bit cleaner. Hey, Moreno, good discipline. Good discipline. I got one left for me. One left for me. Then I'll be trading Asian session, obviously, but not with my Apex accounts. But the lesson today is to understand that no matter what happens, you can never put yourself in a situation where you feel like you're too far gone. You have to always trust the process. It's a system we use. I want to see it move up one last time. Like, it didn't really trade to anything when it moved up there. I'm still very bearish, but I want to see it hit that 5-minute. Mario, what firm were you talking about before? When you're talking to FAMX, what firm are you talking about, Mario? Spectral, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it, brother. I'm ignoring that BPR. It's not in the right direction, brother. Lower time frame PD raise is not greater than higher time frame direction. Lucid. Nice. Ew, and 2K max payout? Why? How? How do you... Bro, what? That's only an okay thing if you can get daily payouts. Bro, says Stenshin. I'm not reading your message. Fahad, how's it going, brother? So, patient. Want to see it draw to that fair value gap there. But today is that like I'm scrolling on Twitter right now. Oh yeah, that's what it's called. It's called Bolt. With code Ben, you can get a Bolt account for Funded Next. It's 1 day to pass, 1 day reward, so you get a payout in the same day. Daily reward eligibility, no activation fee, no monthly fees, no minimum benchmark days, and yeah, that's what the promo is right now. The heck? Not available in region. It's all good, bro. Ben, short this. I'm waiting for that 5-minute reaction. Boom, 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 boom. Here's the short. Not taking it yet. You always got to wait for reactions, brother. It could just blow right past it. We're in the OTE level. We are officially in the OTE part of this range. It needs to start rejecting, and then we short. So we'll take a short right here. Don't short yet. Always wait for reactions. Beautiful reaction. This would be the last trade of the PM session, though. This will be the last trade of the PM session, though, chat. It would be a short PM session if it goes straight to TP or SL. Getting ready to short here. Just want to see it. Yep, I'm gonna sell here. Waiting for a body closure. All right, 5 contracts in, fellas. Five-minute fair value gap reaction. Right here. Last trade of the day, fellas. This does not work. So this is my expansion profile model. As you can see, accumulation, expansion, retracement, OTE is the entry. Distribution back down to the sell side to midnight open. With the higher time frame power of 3, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So it is all part of the process, part of the system, and this is the last trade that we are going to allow inside of my risk management. If we do not allow this, then we get off for the day. I mean, if we lose this. If we win, we should get off for the day, but we can open ourselves up to one more trade using a little bit of the profits that we make on this post. But this is the last. If it's a loss, the last trade we're taking for today. Something like that. MSN. Also minimum winning days. Think you should stop for the day? I will not stop unless it's part of my system. I'm good. I'm Gucci, bruh. I'm Gucci. I'm still in my risk management system. There's no need to fear because Benjamin SMC... No need to fear because Benjamin SMC is here. Yes, that's a word. Yeah, they're on my Apex accounts, Mystic. Yes, I'm on my 20 Apex accounts. Beautiful rejection on that. Beautiful rejection on that, chat. I don't look at the 30-minute time frame. Hey, yo, what do you mean suspension? How do I risk per trade? So full risk is 1,000. Sorry. When I'm in the past the halfway mark through February, I go back to full leverage. 1,000 my first trade, 750 my second, 500 after, and I scale like this. This is the month of December's risk management. This is our current risk management per session, and then that is what we go back to midway through February. So right now we're doing 750, 500, 250. So this trade is risking 250, just to let you know. And then branching into the AM and PM session, depending on what happens. So we'll go back to drawing this. Flip this because this is my risk management model. This is what happens. If I lose these two trades, I go into the PM session risking with this capital. If I lose these three trades, I go into PM session risking this capital, rarely this capital. If I lose one trade, I go into PM session with this capital. If I don't lose any trades, I go into PM session with this capital. That's if I don't win or lose. If I win a trade, I drop down and depending, this is scrapped and I go depending on how much profit I made. For example, if I win a trade in AM session of $1,000, I break that down into quadrants and I risk 250 per trade until I lose a trade, then get off for the profits. So once again, if I make $10,000, I will be risking $2,500 per trade. If I win, I risk again $2,500. If I, or no, 50% of the profits of that win, and it just keeps scaling. But as soon as I lose, I get off the charts if I'm in that protocol. But right now, this trade is only $250 risk because I was in that previous profile. But beautiful reaction on that 5 minute. Lovely, lovely push down. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Never seen you lose this much. What's happening? What are you talking about, brother? How long have you been watching me? What was it? In like August, I had like 2 straight weeks of losing. And then we got a 50K payout. But literally, like, I literally lost every day for 2 weeks straight. This is only one day, my man. Don't worry. And every time I lose a trade, I scale down in my risk management, just like what I explained there. And that separates profitability from unprofitability because no trader can avoid bad days. But the traders that can avoid losing themselves in bad days are the ones that stick to their scaling plan. They move down the ladder, and once they hit a specific point, they eggs out. For non-profitable traders, what happens is this is their plan. Or maybe it's this is their plan. Then they double, and they scale. They add risk, and then they blow their account. The profitable trader loses, cut risk, sees that he can't get an edge in the market, closes the day with a loss. Next day, bounces back. For the unprofitable trader, they continuously add positions, either blow their account or close with a crazy loss, and then they come back the next day and win, and they can't make back their losses, and then lose, and then they're in a downward P&L graph. Terrible reaction on that 5 minute. That is not what you want to see. It looks like it's turtle souping that, but give it time. Drawing is beautiful. I'm an artist. Thank you. In August, I actually closed out the month break even, and I took a payout. Because the first half of August, I lost every day straight. And then the second half, I won like a crazy amount. So I closed out just a little bit in profit. And because of that, like very mentally tough month, I just paid myself just to reward myself off of my discipline. So that's when I took that 50K payout. $15-minute fair value gap. Draw that out as well, but we're going to keep the other one. We have an order block as well on that 15-minute chart. Think I need a vacation? My vacation is trading. 4 in a row is diabolical? No, it's not. Guys, you think 4 losses are bad. They're not. 4 losses, if I was risking the same, is bad. You need to look at it like this. If you take 1 RR in your first trade, like let's say your 1 RR is $2,000. Or no, let's make it simple. $1,000. If you risk on your first trade $1,000, and then on your next trade $1,000, and then on your next trade $1,000, you lose $4,000 for losing 4 trades. If your max risk is $1,000 and your first trade you risk 500, then your next risk you risk 250, then your next risk you risk 100, then your next risk you risk 100 again, you're still in the range. So it's equivalent to 1 loss. That's where risk management comes in. In days where you find that you're not having the edge, you need to consistently scale lower until you hit a circuit breaker, until whatever psychologically you choose to stop trading on based off of how you react with the number. For me personally, I don't like to see my P&L negative 2,000. So I put my max loss limit in the day, $2,000. I don't like to see anything past that, because if I see anything past that, I start to feel a little iffy. So once it hits that negative 2,000, I get off the charts. So anything that I do in trading in the markets is calculated to prevent me from going past 2,000. I could take 20 trades and lose 20 in a row. If I lose 20 trades in a row, that's fine as long as I'm under that 2,000 mark. The trader that takes 10 losses, or the trader that takes 10 losses and loses a total of $100 on a 50K is the same as the trader that takes 1 loss and loses $100 on the 50K. That's it. The outcome is the same. It's a different model. So whatever you can sustain, and this goes from studying your mind, your mental, your trading, whatever you're okay with. If you're the type of trader that just can't stay disciplined after 2 losses, you would stop no matter what after 2 losses. If you're a trader that can't stay disciplined after this, after that, you would stop no matter what after a specific thing. And that's where studying comes into play. You cannot have proper emotions if you do not study. Whew. Just yapped the total amount of fucking insight. $10 per trade? No idea. Yeah, some people out there, Kevin. I just yapped so much. I need a drink now. What do you mean I wiped all my gains? What are you talking about, Mario? What do you mean I'm basically break even overall, gang? What are you talking about? I still have $90,000 of profits on these accounts. If I lose this trade, I'll be closing out with a $2,000 loss today. Ben, you are tough to deal with these haters. Bro, Jesus was hated when he was on earth. What makes you think that I'm not going to be hated? What makes you think that anyone isn't going to be hated? If you're in social media, you gotta understand that that's what's going to happen. I'm not comparing myself to Jesus. I said Jesus was hated, so learn from Jesus. It's literally a Bible verse, brother. That says, if the world hates you, just know the world hated me first. Like, could you please let me know all the firms have no consistency rule? I wouldn't be able to tell you that off the top of my head. I wouldn't be able to tell you that off the top of my head. Yeah, nasty. My last line of support here is reaccumulation to consolidation, which should reverse from this point. Other than that, we're going to get out. But that's the last line. It should reject from this level. If it doesn't, like that fair value gap right there. If it doesn't, then we're nasty. Nasty day. Yeah, Apex has no consistency rule if you use code Ben, but that's only for the eval. I think Funded Next has no consistency rule for specific accounts. There's alpha has no consistency rule for specific accounts as well. TPT has no consistency rule. Is it that for every account or specific accounts? I managed my trade today. It was going to be a loss and I ended up being plus 90. Let's go, brother. Good trade management. 50% consistency rule. That's good. Top Step has 50% as well. They used to not have a consistency rule. Hate trading Mondays. It's not Mondays, brother. It's just sometimes the days are like this. I don't find that Mondays is the issue. The world loves those who believe in Christ. What are you talking about, Kevin? That is not what the Bible says, brother. I don't know where you learned your information from. Wesley Taylor, let's go, brother. Glad you're learning and adapting. Choppy today? Yeah, we are hitting a big losing day, but nothing past what we can't make back in one trade. Why Apex can't work in Cyprus? I have no idea. If the world hated you, you are doing something wrong. What? What are you talking about? It's outrage bait, bro. Nah, this guy's not real. It's Greaser. I forgot. It's Kevin Greaser, bro. This guy's rage baiting. Yeah, L trade. Literally L trade. L market, L trade, L session today. But we will bounce back. All it is one trade, and we make it all back. 2 lighter risk trades, we make it all back. We're fine. Let me see what my P&L is. Yeah, so if we lose this trade, we'll be closing at 1,930, which is literally one winning trade on my first trade of the day. Remember that, guys. Let me draw it out for you. This is our P&L chart. And then we zoom into the day. This is what has happened today. Literally tomorrow, if we win our first trade of the day, we're going to be back up here. Wipe out everything plus more. And then we scale up again. So don't be too upset about regardless of the outcome. That's the position you have to put yourself in trading. We are now at consequent encroachment, this consolidation. It should reject from this point now. It should not push up higher anymore. From this point, we should reject. Last line of support is here. This is the last line of support. Frogcast, you would have a very, very, very hard 2025 if you use that model. So why not stops there? Because it's at the end of the day, we can never exactly predict price on where it can react off of. Like I said, if it's gonna react lower, it should go there, right? But price action can trade up and then down and react off of that. See how it traded above it? If I put my stop at the higher of the fair value gap, I would have got stopped out right there. So our stop loss is at the high of the consolidation, intermediate term high. It's starting to push down lower, right? It's starting to push down lower off that last line of defense. But I am thinking about drawing my stop loss to this high. We just need to break this low right here. Abdullah, I appreciate the kind words, brother. Handle back losing days. To be able to handle losing days psychologically, you cannot risk more than what you're capable of handling. That's the one thing that traders don't realize. Is if let's say this is the size of your loss. If this is the size of your loss that you are able to bounce back from and get off and walk away from the charts, then you should never put yourself in the situation where you lose this much. If you are like, okay, anything past this, I tilt, and you risk this much, why? So to do that, you need to set a max daily mental loss limit. And that's what we're doing right now. And we're actually about to hit it if we lose this trade. For the first time in like months, actually. But it's always a good time. It's always good to hit it every once in a while to remind yourself that when you make it back, your model still works even on the worst days. It's actually good to hit your max mental loss limit sometimes to remind yourself that no matter what happens in the markets, the worst thing that can happen is your max mental loss limit, and you can easily bounce back from it. And it reminds you that your system is still working when you make it back. When you make it back, it's just a refresh of how everything is fine. Oops, hold on. But Midnight Open should still be a draw. If we don't take it, then tomorrow that thing is overdue. But we should reverse from this point. People are hating because this guy goes on and on about some massive payout he claims he got, then proceeds to take losing trades every day, then explains how the losses are somehow good and the blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 31,000, $20,000, $15,000, 1,000, 2,000. Who's your daddy? I'm your daddy. Wait, what's his name? Frogcast. I'm your daddy. Anyways, beautiful reaction off that last line of support. We're now going to drag our stop loss and drag it to here. So we are risking now $60 less than our initial risk. If you're emotional, you're gambling. Exactly. The thing about trading is you have to maintain your emotions. You can't put yourself in scenarios where emotions will start to inflict your trading. How much is the activation fee for Apex after passing? Right now it's $60. That's with the code Ben discount. Usually it's $200. I'm about to be 0 for 6. No, I thought I was about to be 0 for 8, Mario. It's me, Mario. Yo, Mario ICT. Bro, you should make your profile photo an image of ICT with a Mario hat on it. Why is that not your profile photo? Yo, go to AI right now and make that your profile photo. Right now. Beautiful reaction off that last line support. I do want to see it displace and target that low aggressively. Once that happens, we're chilling. Where? What's up, Jesse? Right? Tell me that's not like 5 head. Bro, your name's Mario ICT. Literally put a picture of ICT with a Mario hat on. Well, I'm not going to ban Mario, guys. Chill. The only people I ban are either bots or like people that have been in the stream maybe 20 times in a row and just spreading just BS. I look like TMC Jesse. I'm going to search that up and you might get banned if that is TMC Jesse. How do I look like TMC Jesse? What are you talking about? I'm not black. If you got 5 accounts, it's $60 for all. So if you get 5 accounts, each account when you pass it is $60 instead of $200 though. That's the activation fees. I made 7K with you the other day. Haters can shush. Hey, listen, everyone has different experiences with my streams. And all that I want is the people that have good experiences to continue to have good experiences, and the people that have bad, if they want to stay in and see if they can get good experiences. If not, move on and find someone else that provides them value. I'm not forcing anyone to stay in the stream. Use weekly trend lines. Nice, brother. Just got 4 Apex accounts. Nice. Hopefully, how much? They were $19.60, right? With the 90% off discount, it's $19.60. You're trying to control your emotions. Don't put yourself in the situation where emotions can take control. That's simple. When you want to get over sin, Don't lust. Don't put yourself in situations where lust is going to take control. For example, you're trying to stop lusting, stop putting yourselves watching social media with half-naked women. You're trying to stop swearing, stop hanging around people that swear. You're trying to eat healthy, stop hanging around people that eat unhealthy. You're trying to be an emotionless trader, stop putting yourselves in situations where your emotions start to get inflicted. If you find that your emotions kick in after losing $500, do not risk anywhere near $500. That plain and simple. It's all strategic decisions. Yo. Do you think we're bullish overall to get a reversal? I would think we're going to aggressively attack a midnight open if that's today or tomorrow. That's why I'm in this trade, is to attack a midnight open. 2 p.m. is in 5 minutes. We should get a distribution to the downside once that happens. We're still basing our trade off of that inversion for a value gap there. Order block. But stop loss is now dragged to that high, so we'll see. We are consolidating, and this is inefficiency. Oh, okay, Jenna. Thank you for telling me that. I look like not Spar 2. I'm scared. He's chopped. You call me chopped? Bro, I'm not black. What are you talking about? Like... We should do this. We should do that. You should take time off streaming and rethink your strat before showing it to 500. This is PM stream. Usually I have 1,200 viewers. Oh my gosh. It's one of these guys. So this is an example of the people that I ban. So you can see he's been in stream and got his message deleted 3 times already. See? He's back, which means this is an alt account, which means I banned a different account. So these are the type of people that I ban. Other than that, if you disagree with me, I won't ban you. If you're a normal human and you want to disagree with me, I will not ban you. You're allowed to have your own opinion. Yo, Ben, I was afraid to buy Apex. The APPR, they have a lot of hidden rules. Just ask ChatGPT what the rules are and risk lower leverage and you'll be fine. They're not hidden rules. They're just rules you have to understand. We're doing PM stream. We're doing Asian streams on TikTok, and soon I'll be doing dual streaming. Today was a losing day, Kazumi. If we lose this trade, it'll be max losing day for us. What we stop ourselves at. So I stopped myself at negative $2,000. So if we lose this trade, I will be negative just under because I dragged my stop loss. And I'll get off. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. God bless. Beautiful reaction, just like we called it on that last line of defense there. That last line of defense, accumulation, expansion, reaccumulation, usually to OT, but instead it went up to mean threshold accumulation, and now it's turned back down lower. But my overall bias is down here. So in my eyes, anything that moves away from this is manipulation. This is all manipulation that when we trade down to, I can use this as standard deviation to see if anything lines up with specific partial points. DCC, hopefully you do well too, brother. What did I just say? I hope you do well. Chat, if the trade just rips and hits TP in the next 5 candles, like not in the next 5 candles, but if it just goes, I'll give away funded accounts. Stop dragging Jesus' name up. We're not. We're sharing the word of God, brother. Jesus is king and deserves to be in everything that we do. Does Apex do interviews? If they think your trading is suspicious. So for example, if you're taking just a bunch of random trades, right? And they'll be like in the interview, what's your model? And you say your model is a market structure shift, fair value gap with a 4-hour higher time frame fair value gap reaction. And then they go in your trades and they see you taking 40 trades like this, that. That's not, you're a gambler. They don't allow gamblers. That's all it is. What's up, Volpin? I think it's on CFD, but just to be sure, I'm pretty sure it's futures, not the CFD one. Well, the weekly trend is consolidation. No, I have not been interviewed by Apex. I already have a good client relationship with them. I've been using them for years, so they trust me. Break even, partial off, main TP, runner. God bless you, brother. Thank you, Richard. God bless. It's 2 p.m. It is indeed 2 p.m. Let's see. Open, high, low, close would be ideal. Like not open, high, low, close, but you know, like a very small movement to the upside, then just rips down lower. But looking at bait before price action, you see there's a lot of wicks. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just goes like this all the way up here and then rips down lower again. But trust it. You cannot win if you don't let your trades marinate and chill. And chill. If anything, actually, I would draw this, but reacting to that right now. Beautiful reaction. I want to see it rip. I want to see speed now. It's that new 4-hour open. I want to see speed into the markets. Second, I'm getting messages. Oh, we're good. Very ugly day today, though. So this is the days where risk management matter more than your trading. Risk management matters so much in these days. What else was I gonna say? Fuck, forgot. I'm saying if you draw a trend line across that last 3 swings, I caught the exact reversal on these. Is this what you're talking about? Like right there? I mean, we caught that short too. We caught the turtle soup, just not with the trend lines. If you have good risk management, you don't gamble, and you have a proper model, you won't get interviewed. No, the bottom. Can't really see. I don't understand, but I'm not a trendline trader. Oh, you're looking at this. Nice. Yeah, I don't really use trend lines, but if it works for you, brother, stick to it and stay disciplined. That's all that matters. I ate eggs for lunch, actually. Umami. Ooh, umami. I love that taste. Umami. Did you know that there's how many flavors? Sweet, salty, spice. You know there's 4 flavors that we can taste? Sweet, salty, spicy, and umami. I didn't even know umami was a flavor. How much was the Mercedes? I'm paying $130,000 for it. That's after interest. $135,000 for it after interest. Dun, 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 dun. 130K, yep. Canadian doctor. How much is that? 135,000 add to USD. So I paid 98,000 American dollars for that car. There's 5 tastes. What's the other one that I'm missing? Don't you dare say some dumb shit. Where am I from? Toronto. Toronto, born and raised, chat. But yeah, guys, don't miss out on the 90% off sale that ends tomorrow with Apex. Any size account is only $19. I funded $6 million with Apex, and I used the $300,000 funded accounts. You can get 300Ks for only $19.60 per account with code Ben. Gets rid of the consistency rule, but this deal does end tomorrow, and it does not happen often. Am I financing the whip? Yes, I did. It's an open finance. So what I'm doing is I'm financing it to build credit, because if I didn't need to build credit, I would have just bought the car out in cash, saved $20,000. But I'm financing it for a year. It's an open loan. It's my car. And then I'm just going to buy it out. And once I use that, goes to the banks that I can stay steady to a loan. And then because my goal is to buy a house, but I'm 19. I don't have, if I can, I either have to buy it out in cash or I get insane mortgage rates. So I'm trying to build a record. I have a good credit score. I have a 780 credit score, but I'm just building a record. I was thinking about trading it in by next year, but I'm also thinking on keeping it, modding it, and then just buying a Lambo or like some sort of sports car and keeping this as my daily. I don't know. Depends. I either trade it in and just get one really nice car, or I keep it and then buy a sports car. Sweet, salty, bitter, umami, and sour. Ah, okay. Thank you, Sam. What do you use for credit score? It's called Equifax. Kaz, the markets were closed on January 1st. I don't think I should. Never mind. Congratulations. Wow, I hope you had a really good day on January 1st. I think you mean the 2nd, the day that we had that insane rip where we caught the short. Is that what you're talking about? Fundindex good. Yes, they have the best selection of accounts. And if you use Coben, you get 20% added to your payout. Dun, 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 dun. But also, what's a good firm is Tradeify. It's the easiest firm to get your first payout on. Every firm you have a challenge with Tradeify, you just buy the account and you make 3K, you get a payout. Usually you buy the account, make 3K, then get to your live account. No, this, you make 3K, you get a payout. Oh, lovely reaction. We got a failure swing to the high on the last presented. PD array that would protect us. Now we're getting a little bit of distribution with that 4-hour candle as well. Lovely trade. Lovely reaction. Let's see if we can attack that low with speed, though. That's what I want to see. The Peugeot 308 GT. I've heard of that car, but I've never actually, I don't know what it... It looks like a mixture of like a Golf GTI, like a Volkswagen Golf GTI, and like a Camry. Definitely not my first trade, gang. So this is the car I'm thinking on getting. It's the Lamborghini Huracan Technica. This is Canadian prices, by the way. Like a barely used like 4K kilometers is 400,000. Technica, that beautiful thing. It's either that or I was thinking on getting the McLaren. Something a little bit cheaper. The McLaren 600 LT. Oops. $200,000 car, 600 LT, up doors like this. It's more like $300,000 if I want to get the car with less kilometers. It's $300,000. So it's $100,000 less than the Lambo. $130,000 less than the Lambo. I have an AMG. It's my daily. The McLaren suits me more than the Lambo. Or chat, or while we're waiting for this trade to move, or I was gonna go with the 911 Turbo S. It's gonna go with this Porsche 911 Turbo S. But I want a kind of more of a sport car look. Dr. Drax, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you, brother. Turbo S is amazing. Yeah, I know. I don't know though. It's between the McLaren, the Turbo, or the Lambo, and I'm leaning towards the Lambo. I know that car's fast. But I'm leaning towards the Lambo, chat. I'm not gonna care. But reliability wise, honestly, it depends on the money that I make this year. Like if I can clear 2 million, then I'm gonna get the Lambo because I can afford the maintenance like easily. Yeah, I could afford it anyways, but it wouldn't make me go have to go like ugh. If I make like what I made this year, I'll just get the Turbo S. And then if I don't want to get any of those, I'll get the McLaren. I cannot afford a Pagani right now, bro. That's like a $2 million car, no? Got any snow in Canada? Yep. Beautiful reaction to the downside. That's exactly what we want to say. No more vet? Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm at the stage where I don't want to get a vet. I'd rather get a better supercar. Lovely reaction to the downside. That's exactly what we wanted to see here, chat. Lovely, 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 lovely. Come on. Like I said, I wanted that low to be attacked aggressively. That is not aggressively. That is not what we want to see. We want to see it displace. Cardboard box? What model, Kaz? Judd FX. That's crazy. And then it gets stolen, and then what happens? I'm getting so many messages. It's insane. Do I have Instagram? Benjamin SMCS. Link in my description in the link tree. I'm already paying $1,000 a month for my insurance on this car. And it's only an AMG CLS. Ugh. Asian session 7:30. But yeah, definitely don't miss on that Apex deal, guys. 90% offs happen maybe once a quarter, maybe even like once every 6 months. So they happen, I think, twice every December though. But other than that, they do not happen often. And now is your time to get the cheapest time to get your account on Apex. Ends tomorrow. SMCS. Yeah, I think that's my Instagram. Let me check. Yeah, Benjamin _ SMCS. I'm the only verified one, I'm pretty sure. Everyone go subscribe to the Insta. It's in the link in my description. You can't see it. Andre, yes, but no at the same time. because the next discount will have an activation fee discount. Sometimes it even gets as cheap as to $12. I live stream every AM session, PM session, and now Asian session on TikTok. AM and PM on YouTube. Not Top Step. I would do Apex. FTMO is a CFD firm. Top Step and Apex are futures. We should start ripping down lower here. Once I pass my fund day, I get a payout, buy a cardboard box on wheels, bro. That's like the best car anyone can get. Bro, who remembers the cardboard box forts when we were kids? Making like those cardboard box forts. Where is it? These, bro. Oh my gosh. The cardboard box forts. Oh my gosh. This video. I remember watching this video. These are insane, but I remember watching these. The toilet paper forts at Walmart. Oh my gosh. Insanely good trade. Thank you, J Dot. It's not that good. It's just been in drawdown. Just got out of drawdown, but hey. Stop loss placement. How confident are you in this trade? I'm still confident, brother. I'm still confident when I open going there. Still pretty confident. If anything, a lot more confident now. Once we break that low, I'm dragging my stop loss to that high. Risk management is key. Thank you for what you do. Hey, brother, I appreciate you. Go break even when it goes below that low there. I know, Andre, but that's not what I was saying. Next time they have a promotion, it already automatically matches it. So if the next promotion is 50% off with $6 activation fees, you're paying $6, regardless of when you bought it or what discount you bought your account on. Have I tried shipping myself in a box? My parents wouldn't let me, but I did ask them, and I do remember that. Rice gum. I do remember that. The good old days of shipping myself in a box. Let's ship this trade to TP in a box, bro. Like, come on. Trailing threshold with Apex by not risking too much. Like, I'm trading 300k accounts, and my most risk I'm going to do in a trade is $1,000. Bro, can this market lock in? Rice Gum was the best YouTuber? Not at all. The all-time best YouTuber in history is Roman Atwood. When he did his daily vlogs in his old house, nothing ever in creation has beat that series. The daily vlogs of Roman Atwood when he was in his old house. Things changed after his mom passed away, but I'd expect that. That's the hardest thing a man can go through. KSI is good as well. It's the name of my dad's childhood business. When I was a kid, my dad had a business, and he called it KSI, Koben Systems Incorporated. That was before KSI was a YouTuber too. But PewDiePie's Minecraft series was good. Roman Atwood. Angry Grandpa. Rest in peace. Smosh. Smosh. My dad is technically the real KSI. He did have that name trademarked first. Thank you, Savvy Trades. I appreciate it. God bless, brother. Tanner Fox, yes. Rocco Piazza with the hoverboards. Roman Atwood's making videos again. I know, but I'm not watching them anymore. Skate 3. Oh. Anton, I'm not reading that word, but I know what you're talking about. Nija Hija. I'm not reading that. Oh, wrong one. Nope. That one. Jacksepticeye. Yes. Jacksepticeye with his VR series. Pretty Boy Fredo. Yes. Oh, what was that? CJ So Cool. CJ So Cool. Skylanders. Yep. Ethan, he did like toy reviews. That 19. Who remembers that 19? Wolfie. Bro, I got the world's biggest gummy worm when I was a kid for like, I think Christmas or my birthday. It was the best thing ever. Teen Reacts. Cheapest Apex account. They're all the same price right now. They're all $19 for any size. Habibi, thank you for the subscription. I cannot read that name, but I said Habibi. Too late to enter now. Whatever is your model, brother. Remember that one guy that would used to eat a lot of food very fast? Like he would eat a lot of food and like very, very fast. Not the Asian guy, but the other guy. The OG guy. He lived on my street, and I remember I would see him. He'd volunteer, like he'd give money to a camp. No, Matt Stoney's the Asian guy. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the other guy. I think it's Pete something. No, not Texas Pete. Yeah, Furious Pete. This guy. He lived on my street. He lived in Ontario, in Mississauga. Furious Pete. I think he passed away. I don't know. I know he had cancer. Oh, he's a cancer survivor. Nice. Does he still post? Crazy Russian hacker, bro. I last post 6 months ago. I miss him, brother. I hope he's doing okay. Yeah, but like all these places in his videos, I know where they are. Like he did it. Roman Atwood and him did a burrito challenge, and that was in Port Credit. If you live in my area, I know where that is. Beautiful reaction to the downside, though. Good convo. Thank you, brother. Crazy Russian hasher. Hacker, I mean. Oh, I know who you're talking about. FPS Russia, yes. Good reaction to the downside, though, chat. Like, chat, I'll tell you where there's a video where I know where he is. Like, these videos were peak. Yeah, look. Bro. Look. I know where this is. See that? See that? See that? Look. See this? Look. Look. Look, watch. Look. Watch. I'm pulling that on the maps right now. Watch. Look. Look. Three one zero 3100. I'm literally a genius. Bro, tell me that's not... I went to the exact spot on where he had this YouTube video. I know where that house is too. I know where he lives. I'm so weird. I literally know where this is. Stalker mode activated. Trade's doing pretty well. I'm gonna find him and I want to talk to him. Close to your home? Bro, isn't that crazy? Like, isn't that just crazy? But I literally pulled up the exact spot on where he went. Like, let's see if he still lives in this area. Let's go to a recent one. Yeah, bro. Brown Social House, Value Village. That's literally on the same street. And look, I haven't seen there, but there's a Winners, and a St. Louis. Oh, you won't be able to see, bro. He still lives in the same area. I'm gonna show up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm literally gonna knock on his door and I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna say, is Pete there? Can we take a photo? I'm a trading influencer. I want it. I talked about you on stream and I want to take a photo with you. I'm actually gonna do that. It's not weird. It's because he lived on my street when I was a kid. When I was a kid, he lived on my street. He doesn't post anymore. Break even? No, but we are gonna drag our stop loss. W risk management. We now cut this trade in half. It should be continuously drawing down lower. Even if the deal works, you won't be as happy as you are now because you found the place. What do you mean? Should continue down lower. Can respect bearish order flow. Should start grinding lower. Did I grow up in Mississauga? Yeah. Ridgeway? I've been to that plaza once. Thoughts on Brampton? Stay away from there. Why is my stream so local, chat? Moving stop loss? Not yet. That's when it goes to break even. Actually, I mean, order flow is bearish. If it forms another high, I'll drag to break. I can drag up to here. Other than that, I'll take a partial there. Should do collab with Luke BNCO. Who's that? Targeting midnight open. Yep. Not the greatest reaction. We're gonna drag our risk. Should be fine. I don't want to see price action turn back up there. All right, chat. Look at this. So we are not hitting our max loss limit on the day. That is amazing. Not max loss limit for the accounts, but for my mental, which is a great. I told you guys that price, whenever it feels like it's going to get to the worst point, it gets better. But that worst point will get worse if you give in. 120% FN. So FN futures, funded next futures. If you get a payout, they give you an additional amount of money if you use code Ben. But the best discount right now is with Apex for 80% off, or 90% off, and Tradeify for 40. Midnight open is midnight open. Go on the 1 hour chart, draw out midnight open. It's 25,486 or something like that. Yeah. Look at that beautiful reaction. Look at that 4-hour chart. We're bearish, baby. We're selling off. Look at that 15-minute order flow is beautifully respecting bearishness. I want to see price continue to make lower lows and lower highs. We are now going to be dragging, once we break this low, our stop loss to break even, because it is now in that lower low, higher, or higher low, lower low, lower high profile. So now we're going to be dragging our stop loss to high, and just trade down and just continue to scale down the ladder. Lucid Prop Firm, I've been talking to them to see if we can set up some deals, but not responding. But I've heard they're pretty good. $500 away for your TP for the day. Let's go. Sell the mic. It's too good. My mic's good. Is my microphone good quality? He's a trader in my area. Oh, I didn't know that. W's in the chat. Guess what? Oh, there's some hope. There's some hope. Chat, we are down $1,700 on the day. If this trade wins, we will make it back $1,000 and finish the day $7,700 down. The reason why is because this is a lot of a lower risk. This was my last trade to take, so it was the lowest level risk, right? Remember, this is how I do it. We were at that stage. So if we win, I'll make all this back. Not all of it back, but then tomorrow we can easily make it back. So we're Gucci in the Gucci chat, and we're starting to rip down. Midnight open is our target. Your mic's too good. It's picking up on your mic. It's the Go XLR, guys. It makes your microphone just so much better. Well, over your max loss that you said earlier today, which was 750, 500, 250, 1,500, and you're at negative 1,930 times 20, 38,000. So I say it's like 250, 500, but depending on stop loss, and it's not every time is it the exact same. So sometimes I'll be $30 over or $40 under. So the math here that we risked today was the initial. Let me do the math just to show you, but I can literally just read my screen and that's what it says. But 750. Here you go, brother. That's where we're at right now. 1,750. That's why I risked $250 more, because this trade was risking $250. 250 added to that is 2,000. So if we win this trade, we win $1,000. That will leave me with $750 in negative. I know my risk management more than you. You want to apologize? Apologize for what? Ryan, you're not real, bro. Midnight open is the open of the candle of midnight. Gang. 0000 midnight open. The open of the midnight candle. Come on, guys. You can do better. Come on, gang. Big O, what's up? Come on. Nah, there's no way that's rage bait. Don't be saying that's rage bait now. I caught you, bro. Don't be saying that's rage bait. Brother just has 4 IQ. 250 per trade censored, but depending on your stop loss size. Banger! Oh, chat. I just love it. I have a video on Midnight Open, brother. So, how long does AX give you to pass the eval? If you use code Ben, you can pass the eval in 1 day. But they give you a month. Patience was worth it. It's always worth it, brother. Patience is always worth it. I don't know what you be talking about. Patience is always worth it, gang. Bro, I can't. Besides the trade, your only bright side of my day was passing an Apex this morning in 1 day. Let's go, Ryan. Congratulations. What the fuck? I had to buy a zero account, then reset it. My risk management is so bad, but then the only way to learn is to adapt by making mistakes. This guy knows ball. The only way to learn... Oh, my camera died. Hold on. Oh, what a reaction. W's in the chat. We're not partialing, we're just dragging our stop loss for partials. Go back out of frame. Is it working? Is it working? I don't think it's working, chat. I'm actually not looking, I swear. Should I get up? Should I get up? Should I get up, chat? I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working. On your knees for chats. Yo, I was not on my knees. What are you talking about? I was not on my knees. I do not know what you're talking about. How much you down now? I don't know because I just have gross P&L. So I mean, if I close my trade now, then I'd be down. I'd be down 1,500. Or no, 1,400. Who's under the table? Thank Jesus, yes sir. You're funded. Let's go, Marcelo. I'm targeting midnight open, brother. I could leave a runner for that gap, but my guess is it's just gonna go to midnight open. Trust the process. It's a little bit of manipulation in here. Don't close your trade. Take partial though. Lost your 100K toss up. It's all good, brother. Hey, you live and you learn. Learn from your mistakes to grow from them. And that's how you become profitable. $30 away from passing a funded. What do I do? Take a trade? Nope. All you're going to do is wait for your next setup. All right. For example, if you wait for your next time when you're going to take a trade and take that trade, but risk $30 and wait for 1 RR. If you lose that, then risk 60. If you lose that again, then risk 120 and then stop when you're 1 loss away from losing your trade. And then that's it. I mean, not losing your trade, when you're 1 loss away from passing your account. That's what I do when I'm short, instead of just chasing. We may be getting stopped out with positive $200 on the trade. That would mean we would close the day out negative 1,500, which is a W in the chat, which is such a W. That's happened to me. I was $5 away from passing and I blew my account before. Told you guys that even in your worst losing days, as long as you do not tilt and go past your risk management, you will make it back. For you guys, you need to see a winning trade to get that hope back. For me, I have that hope regardless of if I have winning or losing trades. You're up 1.1K today. Let's go, brother. Joe Hind, you're an idiot because everyone takes 3 losses. I never took a trade, definitely after seeing you take 3 losses. Are you meaning like you don't copy my trades? Or you didn't take a trade just because you didn't like the profile? I take back saying you're an idiot because I read your message wrong. What are you talking about? Am I going to acknowledge that my trades wouldn't have happened if I followed my risk management plan? That's for the sessions, John. I literally explained my risk management plan going into the session. 1,000, 750, 500, 250, 150. If I lose these 3, I go into the session with this. If I lose these 2, I go into the PM session with this. Like, bro's just out to get me. Bro's waiting for me to say the wrong thing and then just calls it out. Like, bro, sit back and watch the stream. Like, damn. All right, chat, we made $200 on that trade. We did make a little bit of it back, but we still are closing the day with negative $1,500 on the day, chat. John always hating. He's always just trying to like call something out, trying to be the bigger guy. That brother, John. He's definitely unprofitable. Maybe, maybe not. I don't really care. Snowball? What do you mean snowball? What do you mean by sell the mic? What are you talking about, Drew? Other than that, it is lovely. We did a lovely job today with our risk management. We made a little bit of damage control back, but risk management was beautiful. Was beautiful. Okay? Risk management was beautiful. Other than that, we're going to get off the charts. I'll be back for Asian session with gold on TikTok. The Yeti Snowball is not a good mic. This is the, bro. This is the Shure SM7B. It's an $800 microphone. Other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. We're going to finish in prayer. It is ripping down lower, but I'm not going to chase. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me turn off the music before we do this. Hold on. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another amazing day and opportunity. Lord, please be with us and forgive us for our sins. And just thank you for bringing us in this opportunity to help us grow. Father, every win and every loss is a lesson that we need to learn from, an opportunity for that you are giving us to grow. Please help us stay disciplined and follow your plan. In Jesus Christ's holy amazing name we pray. Amen. All right, chat. Ben, after I pass 300K, how much should I risk per trade? The same thing as me, because I trade 300Ks. Same thing as me. From 1,000 to 750. But if you feel like you can't handle that, then do it differently. Study your psychology. Other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on TikTok for Asian session. Then tomorrow, 9:20 a.m. Eastern time. God bless you all. And have an amazing day.